Hello, this is David William Weissner, and this is another episode of David Speaks. Today I'm going to talk about karma and reincarnation and morality and how they're intertwined. In this world, God has put into place a system that is flawless called karma and reincarnation. And it is justice, and it is a learning tool, and it is when morality works in the world we call Earth. When we're born, sometimes people say we're innocent, we have a clean slate, but you really don't, because your karma travels with you into each life, and bad things happen to people who have done bad things in the past. Not exclusively. I don't want to make people feel guilty for everything bad that's happened to them in their life, because sometimes there are accidents and there are evil people acting evilly, do things to you that are just horrible. So don't blame everything. If someone's having a bad life, don't judge. Don't be the judge. Only God is the judge. Don't judge people. There's lots of different kinds of karma. Okay? And people have karma, nations have karma, and families have karma. Karma is a Sanskrit word that I believe means action, meaning what you put out comes back to you. If you murder someone in cold blood in this lifetime, it's almost definite that that's going to happen to you sometime in the future, in that lifetime that you committed the murder, or the next one, and the situation calls for it. Okay? And that is a justice system. When people reincarnate, it's their soul that reincarnates. It isn't the body or the position, meaning someone who's your sister in one life, in the next life or the life after that, could turn into your mother or your father or your lover or your brother, but the bond and the karma is still there. It's really contextual. Okay, someone could be your father in one life and then be your wife in the next life. And this is why we need to forgive people and not hate. Sometimes people just feel things when they meet people, like instant love or connection, and that's the soul's memory. It remembers these things. It remembers everything quietly. We don't remember most of our past lives, and God put that in for a reason. It would torture us if we could remember all our past lives and what happened. So, don't judge people. And you have to try and get free of the wheel of karma and reincarnation to be a free soul. And then you're out of it. And you'll just be in heaven forever. And heaven is beautiful. One day there'll be a heaven on earth. God is creating a world not too far away where people on earth will live forever. Okay? Without karma and without sin. Meaning, it is all our job to become saints for God, to practice morality. And what is morality? I'm not going to get into specifics. Don't hurt anyone, ever. Love your neighbors as yourself. Understand that we're here for an eternity in this earth school. God's given all of us souls. We have souls. We need to respect them. Every person has a soul. Don't hurt anybody. It'll come back to you for real one day. Okay? And beyond anything, reincarnation is a great system. There is no hell. There is no hell. That is just a made up thing. Some religions believe in it, some don't. But unfortunately, they're wrong. They're wrong. God wouldn't put anyone in hell. Hell is a creation of ourselves. If someone is torturing people and killing them and putting hell onto them in that life or the next life, that person is going to be in a hell they created on their own through karma. It's really a simple system, but it works. And you might look at it as punitive, but more than anything, it's teaching. When you die, your guardian angel will take your soul to heaven. That's the only place anyone goes when they die, is to heaven, right to heaven. No matter what they've done. And I mean anything. Murder, rape. But like I said, karma will catch up to you. When you go to heaven, it's not St. Peter at the gate. It's just you and your guardian angel taking you back. And you'll meet your loved ones there. Whoever's there. From family, friends. And a lot of people talk about a section of heaven that you judge yourself. You watch your whole life before your eyes, like a movie camera inside your head. You'll see your whole life, and when you're in heaven, you remember who you are. You're a child of God, a free soul. And people feel guilty sometimes, a lot of times, about what they've done. But your guides and angels, they don't want you to feel guilty. They want you to learn something. And that is why people come down from heaven and reincarnate again and again and again until the lesson is learned. And more than anything, the lesson is love and forgiveness forever. And one day, this earth will be heaven and be perfected. We will all live in bodies of 21-year-old appearance, with no old age, no death, forever, and that is God's plan. There will be grace, meaning, in the end, if you follow God's rules and live a moral life, there will be grace, meaning everything will be forgiven, and then you'll be in heaven forever, on earth. That's the future. Right now we live in the now. These times are coming quickly. Okay? But it's so easy. It was said by Jesus, do unto others as you would have been done to you. Put that into everything you do. When you're out in the world and somebody's irritating you because they're talking loud or the car stereo's too up, don't curse them in your mind. And certainly don't curse them with your lips. And don't hit them. It's natural to feel anger in the mind, but you have to control your mouth and your fists. You have to learn control and respect and love. Anyone you see out there is a living soul of the living God. Look into their eyes and try to understand something. That is your brother and sister. That is literally another child of God with a soul. People have souls. They live forever. You can't escape this. God gave you the gift of eternity through an immortal soul, a literal piece of Him into you, man or woman, child or adult, to live forever. So, reincarnation and karma are just the laws. Like I said, there is no eternal hell. There is no hell at all. That's just nonsense by religions. Okay? But you can create a hell for others and for yourself. Do karma all the time. So please be good to one another. When you get to heaven, you'll realize the sins of your life. Everyone has sinned, small, big, large. No one is exempt. You try to free yourself from that wheel. And karma will get you. But nobody wants to get you. God doesn't want to get you. He wants you to learn to be peaceful amongst your brothers and sisters. Don't hate your brothers. Don't hate your sisters. If you're at war, stop. Stop. You know, people follow orders way too quickly. Meaning, why do we even go to war? On some suit in Washington or in Moscow or in Beijing. A suit, I call them suits because they wear suits. And they give the orders for war. Don't listen to them. Just stop. Put down your weapon and choose peace. What can they do? What would they do if every person in the world refused to fight? Every soldier, every cop. Look, cops have to arrest people if they break the law, but I'm talking about soldiers. Okay? Who's really to blame? People follow orders way too quickly. Someone tells you to kill someone, just don't do it. Just say no and watch all the wars go away like that. Watch it be peace again. Look, I have respect for soldiers. I do. Believe me, I understand. It's a hard job. I've known soldiers. I've known people who the war killed 40 years later or 20 years later with alcohol or PTSD from Vietnam. I have friends, fathers who fought in wars. I've been lucky enough to not have to fight in a war. And I don't know if I would have when I was young, man, if I was drafted. I don't know. I was a pretty rebellious man. But look at it as a philosophy. Just choose love. Choose love and peace in every experience. And boy, would the world change forever. Just be love. Just be love. Be loving, be loved, be peaceful. Try to hold your anger. It is natural for human beings to have anger. We have glands, adrenal glands, adrenaline. We have all kinds of things that pump through us, fight or flight or freeze. All these things are in our bodies and our brains. But our minds are stronger than that, way stronger. Control yourself. Don't make war, make peace. Okay. Thank you. I'm David William Weissner. I want to love you all by teaching you these things. It's hard to love everybody, but everybody should try. Give it my best shot. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.